Okay, so my parents own a restaurant. It's a supper club specifically in Almond. It's called Two Lakes, and it's actually been in my family for 68 years. It gets handed down each generation, essentially. So it started with my grandparents. They moved up from Chicago, and my two great uncles, who are still around today. And then they handed it down to my dad, and then my mom married into the business. So my dad is the head chef, and then my mom is the head bartender. So aside from being the owners, they also work front of the line day in and day out. They work just as hard as the rest of the employees do. So they set a really great example for all of us, and especially me, of what hard work and dedication truly is. And the restaurant has really shaped me into the person I am today, because not only does everyone kind of feel like family to me. Well, actually, a lot of them are family. Like my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, my brother, my sister-in-law, my cousins have all worked there. And then the waitresses and cooks who have been there forever feel like family for me, because I literally grew up there. Instead of my parents getting babysitters every night for my sister and I, we would go there every night. And I would the bus driver would take me there and drop me off there. And then I would do my homework there, I would eat dinner there, and we would play outside because it's a really pretty backwoods area, hence the name. There's 2 lakes surrounding it. And we would fall asleep watching movies in a little cabin on our property, and my parents would just come, after, no matter how late it was. My mom would be closing the bar, and she would come and get me and my sister and carry us into the car and take us home. And as you know, I pretended to be asleep, or that's what all little kids do, right? So yeah, that was a daily occurrence for me. And then by the time I was 12, I started working there, which sounds illegal, but in Wisconsin, if you're related, if you're part of the family, there's no age limit on the work, when you can work. That's what my parents told me, so I'm not sure if I think it's true. But anyways, I think it was last month when I was filling out scholarship applications, I was asked, one of the first questions was, what made you choose the communication discipline or public relations study as your major? And I wanted to say something more unique and authentic. I didn't want to just give some run-of-the-mill response. And I thought about it, and my mom, aside from being the owner and the bartender, she is totally the definition of PR, especially for our restaurant. We have so many regular customers, and she makes a really honest effort to keep up to date on them, and she knows everyone's names when they walk in. She remembers what they like to drink. She'll have their drinks going for them as soon as they walk in the door, or bring it to their table without mention. She remembers weird little unique details about everyone, so that when they come in, she makes them feel really valued. And not only do we appreciate their patronage, we also we appreciate that they're choosing Two Lakes as a place to come hang out and to celebrate birthdays and anniversaries and any other kind of family get-together. And my mom has just really taught me that not only is it important to run a business effectively, but also to kind of, just have an all-encompassing company culture, and that extends into your branding as well. So I wrote about my mom in that little scholarship application question, because a lot of people say to me, oh, your family owns a business, so you're probably going for business admin and management or something like that. But my aspirations actually reach beyond that because of my mom, and I just think it's been really cool to witness that. And I've waitressed there for the last 5 years now, and I'm able to form those meaningful relationships with customers now. And a lot of times people request me just because they kind of want to use that time to catch up with me, and I'm able to talk to them. And it's a lot of really meaningful people who I'm able to also kind of feel like family now. So I wanted to kind of connect this to the work that we do in the writing lab, because I kind of am an advocate for self-exploration, and I want my learners to do that in their writing and in their disciplines and just in their life in general. And I found that the reason I fell into public relations is based on kind of an unconventional principle. And I think that looking inside of yourself and kind of seeing the experiences that you have to offer to people, maybe if it's unconventional or kind of obscure, I think is really important. And that's what makes the experiences in the writing lab so cool. Because I could talk to someone who somebody just today actually was writing about their scary boss. They were working in a supper club, and they're like, oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. My dad gets really crazy sometimes. And I don't know, it's just those kind of experiences that I feel like really make up the overarching theme and mission of the writing lab, and just kind of using your life experiences accumulatively to make your writing what it is, and also our tutoring.